the key is your vision, your values, your mission to some degree. I'm not as imbued with mission. Mission is a purpose statement. You need it. It's not particularly motivating. It doesn't particularly take you where you need to be. Your vision and your values do. Let me just kind of give you an idea of what I mean by mission, vision, values, and why they will keep you where you need to go. First of all, with mission, I said you've got basically a purpose statement. Your vision is a picture that has to be in everybody's mind, a single picture, where the community needs to be down the road. We tend, in most cases, to talk about the organization. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, it's going to be more well-known, it's going to be better funded, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Really? You know, you are there to make a difference in the community. Let's keep focused on the community impact. All right? The easiest way to look at this, and forgive this egocentric analogy or example, but I think it's one that everybody can really see, so I'm going to use it anyway. When Russia put Sputnik up many, many, many years ago, the Americans were totally distraught because, of course, that was the height of the Cold War, and how could our mortal enemies beat us, you know, by putting Sputnik up in space? So President Kennedy said to the public, we will be first in space. Now that's a great mission statement. It's a good purpose statement, all right? However, what does that mean? Now, Pratt & Whitney, that was building the engines for our spaceships at the time, could think, ooh, that means we get more money to build bigger engines. And Congress might have been thinking, well, I guess we have to provide more money from the budget to the space program. And the NASA might have been thinking, great, we can hire more astronauts. The American public could have been thinking all sorts of different things. But Kennedy went on to say that what he meant by being first in space was we would put a man on the moon by the end of the decade, which we did. All right? Now, when you look at that, it becomes very easy to see what is mission, we'll be first in space. Vision is the picture that now there's no difference between Pratt & Whitney, Congress, NASA, the American people. Everybody understands what has to happen is to be putting a man on the moon by the end of the decade. So all the resources are funneled in a single direction. Everybody is motivated in a single direction. The excitement is in a single direction. And that's what vision does. Vision puts everybody in the same place in their heads. And that's what you want to happen all around. Now, values are different yet. And when I talk about values, I'm not talking about the typical, we shall be honest, we shall work with integrity, yada, 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 I hope so. But that's not what it's about. It's about what makes your organization unique. For instance, if you are a domestic violence organization, if one of your values is that everybody shall go home to a safe place each night, that's very directly related to a domestic violence organization, right? But what this helps you do is make your decisions. Give you an example. You have two projects. You have one pot of money. One of the projects you'd like to do is to provide educational opportunities to the women who come leaving a domestic violence situation. They need a way to go off on their own and feel comfortable and productive and be able to make it on their own. You also would like to build a shelter for men who have been abused. Now, gut, where are you going to put your pot of money? The women, You're going to give the educational opportunities to the women. Great. Go back to your values. What is it? You have to build the shelter for the men. All right? If you have good, strong values, it's clear. They're there for the future. People understand what it's all about. So your values help you create not only your future, but make the decisions that you have to get to that future.